My hard time. Hi, I am Ron. This is my story, a story of hard time. There was a phase in my life when everything felt like it was falling apart. It started the year I lost my job. I had been working in that office for 5 years, not the most glamorous job, but it paid the bills and gave me stability. I still remember the day they called me in and told me the company was downsizing. It's not personal, they said, but it felt very personal. At first, I told myself it was okay. I had some savings, and maybe this was a chance to explore something new. But weeks turned into months, and no job came through. I applied everywhere, went to countless interviews, and received either silence or polite rejections. Soon, the savings dried up. The rent was due, bills piled up, and I had to borrow money from a close friend, something that made me feel both grateful and ashamed. I stopped going out, stopped picking up calls, and avoided people. The confident, smiling version of me had slowly disappeared. One evening, I sat alone in my small room, the lights off to save electricity, with nothing but silence around me. I looked at the ceiling and whispered, "Why is this happening to me?" I didn't expect an answer. I just needed to let it out. The next morning, something small happened that changed everything. An old woman from the neighborhood knocked on my door. She had seen me helping her with her groceries a few times before. She handed me a packet of food and said, "You always helped me without asking. Let me do the same." It wasn't just the food that touched me. It was the reminder that I still mattered to someone. That day, I forced myself to get out. I walked to a small cafe nearby and asked if they needed help. The owner, a kind man, said they didn't have any open positions, but could use a temporary helper for cleaning. I took it. The pay was low, but every coin felt like a step forward. Slowly, I started gaining back my self-worth. I worked hard, cleaned with care, and even helped organize their messy storeroom. A few weeks later, the owner offered me a permanent position. It wasn't my dream job, but it gave me hope. As months passed, I picked up new skills, took online courses at night, and even started freelancing part-time. Things didn't change overnight, but they did change. I learned to be patient with myself, to stay humble, and to be grateful for small progress. Looking back now, I realize that period, my hardest time, taught me more than any easy day ever did. It showed me who my true friends were. It reminded me of the kindness that still exists in the world, and most importantly, revealed a strength inside me I didn't know I had. Life's hardest moments often shape us into our strongest selves. When everything feels lost, don't give up. Even the smallest step forward counts. And sometimes, in the darkest times, a little kindness can be the light that guides you back.